Recreation formation. Witness for Back to Buddhism Part 1. The Buddha taught about the title of a Buddhist monk. Zen Buddhism method is called four names as follows. 1. People who are enlightened with weakness of Zen Zong are called Zen Zong Buddhists and include their real names. 2. The person who attains Zen Zong secret, called Zen Buddhism and accompanied by their real name. 3. The person named Zen Master, called Zen Master for short, only states the middle name and the first name. And any position without the middle name must include first and last name. 4. The person named Zen Master, referred to as Zen Master, gave them the title. The second part, the Blessed One taught, people who live on this earth must live by the law of karma and the attraction of the electromagnetic energy of yin and yang on this earth. No one can escape this rule and must understand the following. 1. The reason that human form exists is due to the Buddha nature's desire to have a large golden Buddha body. So entering the human race, borrowing the human body and human nature to create merit, to bring back the Buddha to shape the throne home of pure Dharmakaya and a Buddha body. 2. Each human body must reincarnate on earth in the three realms at least 50 billion years to have a chance to return to Buddha's world. Why is reincarnation so long? As Lai analyzed the Buddha nature, he wants to borrow the human body to create merit and return to Buddha's world. Human body, then there is human nature. Human nature, then want Buddha nature forever in human body, so it took so long. For what? To reincarnate the place. Why does the nature of the Buddha hold Buddha nature for long? Because in each human nature there are 16 things: feeling, thought, action, consciousness, talent, materiality, mentality, mind, real, lobe, greed, anger, ignorance, suspicion, evil, ants. That human nature has two special things. One is thought. The two are greed. These two things are the core to lead Buddha nature to reincarnate forever on earth as well as in these three realms. Tathagata clearly stated about the idea of human nature. 1. Man thought, this earth is created by someone. 2. Man thought to be rich. You must ask this man. 3. People thought, if you want to go to heaven, pray to someone. In short, the idea of 10H people is very rich. Therefore, it leads Buddha nature to go everywhere in this earth and the three realms for tens of billions of years like that. The Buddha made clear about the theme of human nature. 1. People of greed pay $1, but want to collect $100. 2. People of greed, 3 to 4 generations of money does not go away, but also wants to earn more. 3. People join. The house has 100 pieces. The land has thousands of acres but also wants to buy more. Because of these two parts but a little tricky people, they imagine enough to cheat the delusion. And the true delirium thinks it is right to believe. The wise and the ignorant, they sew their causes and causes together to go to reincarnation, so it took so long. Tathagata teaches, people living on this earth must live by their wisdom. Whoever says anything must consider carefully, see if it is true or not. If it is true, then believe, and if not true, do not believe. If you still don't understand and believe this person is in love. Tathagata also teaches, in this world, there are 6 paths of reincarnation created by the idea, the thinking and the actions of man. Route 1. I am thinking of doing good. May the pure heaven live. His thoughts and actions. Self-created wave of electric karma from yin and yang, equal to one of 11 planets in the heavens without form. So when the predestined life in this world, his intermediate state, automatically put himself into one of the 11 planets of heavenly, formless form. If your positive karma is complete, then you can live here for 100,000 years compared to this planet. If we only create the positive karma of yang, 30 to 50 or 70%, then that is the same, then go back to the lineage. Become a human and create another karma to reincarnate again. In this formless heaven, no labor, just play in the purity. If you want to be more peaceful and peaceful, you must use your meditation practice, then your peaceful tranquility will increase from 50 to 100 times compared to normal. This pure bliss cannot be described in the writing of the human world. Root 2. I am thinking of doing good. Pray to the heavenly realms of beauty. His thoughts and actions. Self-created wave of electricity from yin and yang, on par with the heavenly realms of beauty. So when the predestined life in this world, his intermediate state, automatically takes himself into the realms of beauty. If your positive karma is complete, then you can live here 10,000 years from this planet. If we only create the positive karma of yang, 30 to 50 or 70%, then that is the same. Then go back to the lineage. Become human and create new karma to reincarnate again. In this material heavenly realm, no labor, just playing in the vibrant playful scene. Root 3. Thinking to do good yang. Pray to the pure land of Amitabha Buddha to live. When the predestined life in the human world, his intermediate state, automatically brings himself to the pure land of Amitabha Buddha to live. In this pure land, there's a difference with heavenly nature as follows. 1. Going to the temple every day to worship Buddha. 2. Each month has 1 hour of enlightenment and liberation. You find out, apart from the aforementioned 2 parts, you can freely play anywhere. Life expectancy in this pure land is 10,000 years longer than on this planet. Longevity is sufficient or lacking, depending on the positive karma that Yang has created in the human world. When the good karma ends, he lives in the pure land before he returns to the human world. Buddha Amitabha led himself to the lotus pond to meditate. If we have enlightened and understood the formula of liberation, Buddha Amitabha confirms himself by saying, United declared that Buddha was enlightened. When Amitabha Buddha confirmed that he was enlightened to meditate, he kept himself in this pure land. When the Zen practice of a Buddha was about to be proclaimed, Amitabha Buddha led him back to the world. Humans come near to the popular place of Zen Buddhism thanks to that. I just heard 2 hours Zen Buddhism enlightenment. Thanks to this enlightenment, we create a new merit and return to Buddha's world. If he is not enlightened, he will return to the lineage by himself and continue to be reincarnated. Line 4a. Thinking of doing good deeds yang, praying to the heavenly realms of the 4 heavenly kings. When the predestined life in the human world, his intermediate state, automatically brings himself to heaven in the 4 heavenly kings. This heaven, the 4 heavenly kings, specializes in operating the planets of the 3 realms. The longevity in the 4 heavenly realms of heaven is 1,000 years compared to the earth. Life is sufficient or lacking, depending on the merit karma created in the human world. When the good deeds of Duang Duang and his family, the central warm-earth body, bring us back to the lineage, become a successor, create another karma, and reincarnate again. This heavenly 4 heavenly realms located in the universe, 2 of the 3 realms. The force is very strong, so this heaven is called the heavenly yard. Thanks to the strong power, these gods can control the planets of the 3 realms. This heavenly king has 4 gods, including 1 god of heavenly kings in charge of the eastern world. 2 god of the 4 heavenly kings is in charge of the western 3 worlds. 3 the 4 heavenly god is in charge of the southern 3 worlds. 4 the 4 heavenly god is in charge of the northern 3 worlds. Street 4b. Thinking to do good Duang, wish to live heavenly Jade Emperor. When the predestined life in the human world, the bardo of his body, automatically brings himself to heaven to live. This Jade Emperor realm, living in the most standard manner and ritual in these 3 worlds. Asterisk, those who have merit are rewarded. Asterisk, any god who is guilty will be punished. Asterisk, in particular, the Emperor Jade Emperor taught where the Jade Emperor realm lives forever. 4C Street. Thinking about doing good deeds, praying to the heavenly realms of living. When the predestined life in the human world, his intermediate state, automatically brings himself to heaven to live. This heavenly sex world specializes in enjoyment, not labor. Life expectancy in heaven is about 1,000 years compared to this planet. The life expectancy is sufficient or lacking according to the merit karma created in the human world. When the positive merit yang, his intermediate state body, automatically brings himself back to the clan. As a next, create another career, go reincarnation again. This heavenly realm of heaven is also in round 2 of the 3 realms, line 5, divided into 2 branches. Plus branch 1, enjoy the merit of the gospel as a god. 1. Do a lot of good deeds, always leading the others. Asterisk, when a predestined life in this world, being blessed by the karma of merit, draws him into the living spirit. Plus second branch, enjoy the blessing of the gospel as a rich man. 1. Be respected by others. 2. There are many houses and gardens. 3. A lot of gold coins. Line 6. Make hungry ghosts split into 2 places. Plus place 1. Staying in the lineage, making incense, eating food from the clan, cooking. Asterisk, being assigned by the lineage as a cause and effect created by him. Plus place 2. Making a species of co-soul. 1. Living outside the clan. 2. Live freely. 3. Not following cause and effect. 4. Take care of your own food or grab your food from the worshippers. 5. If you want to say or do anything you like, as long as there is someone else to believe and follow it. 6. In this world, the soul, the cause and effect of this earth, cannot do anything for the world of the soul. Why? Because the world of the soul is beyond the cause and effect of the earth. In particular, in every earth there is missing God, that is, the soul goes anywhere on earth. This type of mis-soul, there are many people who listen and follow this kind of spirit. She wants whatever she wants, etc. Plus branch 3, making animals. Asterisk, to repay the karma close by created by themselves. Asterisk, to make food for other species. Plus branch 4, making hell. Asterisk, to pay for your karma because you have committed a crime. Plus branch 5, making plant species. Asterisk, this branch of 5 basically has 2 important things. 1. Don't know what enlightenment is, but go preach to others. 2. Make up the mysterious sacred things. Asterisk, after dying, being made mushroom flour to pay for cause and effect. Asterisk, making food for other species. Above are 6 basic paths of reincarnation. Anyone who has lived on this earth must live according to the law of karma of the physical world of yin and yang. There is no way out, you must know. The earth is rotated by the attraction of electricity from yin and yang that draws and turns into a reincarnation. Thanks to reincarnation, it can exist. On the surface of this earth there is a layer of soil called causal soil. Therefore, people and all things living on this earth are obliged to live according to the causes of the earth. No humans, no animals, or any plants living outside the law of cause and effect of this earth. Okay. Therefore, people who live on this earth, where the desire for reincarnation goes, must have a strong desire to get results. Please also note one thing to you, asterisk, this is the top secret of the Buddha Shakyamuni taught from the beginning up to now. It has never been spoken. Asterisk, the official who said this top secret part is the dragon girl in the land of the dragon country, which in the Lotus Sutra, Tathagata refers to during the 3 periods. Upper, middle and lower Dharma, nowhere to teach you the way to return to the Buddha world after billions of you have rolled around the earth in the 3 realms. Please understand clearly the way to return to the Buddha's world. The way to the Buddha's world has 3 basics as follows. Plus first, you must have strong desire. Plus second, you must have a lot of merit. Plus thirdly, you have to hear the formula for returning to the Buddha world very clearly to be able to return to the Buddha world, the way back to Buddha's world. First, you must understand the following 3 parts. Asterisk 1. On earth in the 3 realms there are 7 clear places. Plus firstly, the virtue of virtue, yang, after death, is reborn in the realms of heaven or the land of bliss to live to enjoy the virtue of virtue. Plus, secondly, the karma of yin merit, after death, will become a god or a rich man on this earth. Plus, thirdly, karma likes to stay in the lineage, after death, stay in the clan, so that the clan will reallocate it to be human, wife, husband, children, and grandchildren together. Plus, fourth, do not want to be in the clan to pay for the karma of spouses, children, and grandchildren, then outside the clan live a free life as a hungry ghost, the spirit of the Dan. Want to show the appearance of the Prime Minister, say whatever you want, borrow the bodies of superstitious people, recite poems to say whatever you want, without fear of karma. Why? Because the world of Kosol is called the world outside of karma. Why is that so? Because in this earth, the Buddha nature that carries the body and the human nature to think and act is only causal. Other species just enjoy the merit of the yang or yin merit or pay cause and effect. And the species, the souls Dan, who live on this earth, neither enjoy karma nor pay karma, should be free. So find your way to food yourself. Also know, her favorite species are names and food. Therefore, this species finds ways to have food and fame. Plus fifth, like killing creatures after death dragged into the animal industry. Plus sixth, preferring to commit a serious crime after death, being dragged into the hells by karma, depending on his heavy or light karma. Plus seventhly, as a plant, this is the karma for only the following 4 types of people. 1. Zen master. Those who are responsible for leading the Zen Buddhism source. I do not have this duty, but claim to be the Zen master. After his death, go to the plant to pay for his causes and abuses. Name. 2. Zen masters, the masters of all 9 types of Zen taught by Tathagata. It is not a Zen master who calls himself a Zen master. 3. Lecturer, the wise all. 1. Human universe. 2nd. Astronomy and geography. 3rd. Politics, economics, culture, language and society. 4th. Family marriage. 5th. All occupations, such as agriculture, forestry, fishery, etc. Asterisk. Whoever is able to be called a professor does not have enough of the above parts to claim to be a professor. In short, in this earth is the place of cause and effect. Whoever karma receives the result. This is the immovable law of this earth. Tathagata also teaches, practitioners follow the Tathagata's teachings. They must use their human nature at the right time and at their own time, without indiscriminate use of human nature, but bring karma into their bodies. Before knowing the path to return to the Buddha's world, be sure to clear the paths of reincarnation so that your relatives can know the 16 paths of reincarnation on earth in the 3 realms as follows. Plus 1 to 3 days before I die. The following phenomena are a precursor to let me know where I will reincarnate on this earth or the 3 realms. From the highest is the formless heaven, the lowest is the 18th hell floor. 1. Seeing the clear white color, signaling the dead to be reborn in the heavens without form. 2. See there are 12 very beautiful shimmering colors, signaling the dead will be reborn in the heavenly realms of beauty. 3. See there are 12 very beautiful, pure colors. Often see Buddhas come and pick you up, signaling the dead to die in the Pure Land. 4. See 5 very dark colors, signaling that the dead will be reborn in one of 3 places as follows. Asterisk 5. Listen to yourself very strongly, signaling your rebirth in the 4 heavenly realms. Asterisk 6. Listen to my body very well, signaling my rebirth in the heavenly realm. Asterisk 7. Often saw the saints come to pick us up, signaling his rebirth in the Jade Emperor realm. 8. See there are 3 very dark colors, signaling the dead will be born in one of 2 places as follows. Asterisk 9. Seeing the deities coming to receive us, signaling we will enter the realm of the living deity. Asterisk 10. Seeing the rich come to pick you up, signaling your rebirth as a rich man. 12. Seeing a father, mother or relative, signaling his return to the order, to go into reincarnation in the order. 13. Seeing the spirits of Kosol coming to pick us up, signaling their death as Kosol species. 14. Seeing the animals, which signals you to be reincarnated into the animal. 15. See the darkness very dark, signaling me to the hells. 16. Seeing a lot of trees, signaling your reincarnation as a plant. Asterisk a man who came to be a plant when he was near death without knowing anything for a short or long time. Above is the reincarnation line. The way to return to the Buddha's world is as follows. Plus 1. When your 4 great bodies are called rupa. Plus 2. This body is able to survive because of the attraction and rotation of yin-yang electricity, so the great body is able to operate. Plus 3. This electromagnetic energy of yin and yang is your shell of human nature. Plus 4. When your body of human nature no longer covers your body, the cover of human nature, this shrinks into the intermediate state body, to transport what the Buddha nature borrowed from the body and the human nature. Plus fear. You want to return to the Buddha's world, synonymous. Starting from today, you will only create merit, and the karma of merit and evil will not be created anymore. So that the way to return to Buddha's world will be brightened. No more, no power can be prevented. Asterisk, you must know this law of karma and reincarnation on earth and the three realms are only yin and yang. 1. Yin is in this earth, depending on how much sound or less sound. 2. The ocean is in the realms of heaven or the land of bliss. Asterisk, merit is kind of not yin and yang. It is not in this earth or three realms. It is imperative to escape the law of karma of the earth and three realms to go to another world. Asterisk, where does the other world contain merit? It's in Buddha's world. Therefore, when you create a lot of merit and virtue, you are free to leave this samsara karma to return to the Buddha's world. What reason is freedom? You should know. When your Buddha nature enters the human world to borrow one's body and human nature to create merit, there must be the consent of the chief of the lineage. The new head of the new clan nominates a deity who is in control of the mind and deeds of the Buddha nature that borrows body and human nature. The head of a clan has the following provisions. The Buddha nature that borrows the body and the human nature creates a lot of merit. Wants to bring merit back, it is free to return without leaving the clan head. Why does the clan leader have this rule? Because the Buddha nature borrows the body and the human nature has created a lot of merit already. The head of the clan does not dare to look at the merit, so it has such a regulation. Also because of this principle, that the God who administers Buddha nature is allowed to return to the Buddha's world by itself, the way to the Buddha's world of infinite merit. When you stop breathing, you will go to sleep for 1,000 years. You have a lot of merit, then wake up within 5 minutes. When you wake up, you are in the bright yellow circle, very clear. Apart from the circle, you do not see the shadow of the God and the lineage that you are free. Immediately there was an electric navigator from the yang created by the Buddha to lead your intermediate state body back to the Buddha realm. From this moment, you should follow this pilot to the center of operation of the ocean tide to return to Buddha's world. When you get into the center operating operations reincarnation sea breeze, the intermediate state body transports your Buddha nature in blocks of merit here. The bardo of the yin-yang electromagnetic body disintegrates itself back to its yin-yang electromagnetic nature. The Buddha's eyesight, the nature of hearing, the nature of speech and your knowing nature return to the original form, called the Buddha nature. Immediately then, the electromagnetic energy of the yang operation center started to push the Buddha nature in the merit block back to Buddha's world. When your merit block has just entered the Buddha's world, optical electricity in the Buddha's sphere shines on this block of merit and immediately forms a pure Dharmakaya house. Also in this pure Dharma house, a Buddha body was born. Your Buddha nature immediately hides in this Buddha body. You become the omniscient being, whom the people of this earth call to become Buddhas, the way to Buddha's world. The merit and the merit are equal. When you stop breathing, you will go to sleep for 1,000 years. If you have equal merit and merit, you will wake up within 30 minutes. When you wake up, you are in the circle, half white and half yellow. Seeing a god standing nearby grabs your bardo. He immediately asks, want to go to enjoy yang or want to return to Buddha's world? If you want to return to the Buddha's world, then tell this God that I want to return to the Buddha's world, but I have to say it decisively and decisively. And the Spirit releases you to return to the Buddha's world. Although the Spirit releases you, to be sure you should try it 3 times as follows. When you just fall, there's a pilot appear immediately. You try 3 times. You have the idea of stopping. The pilot stops. This is indeed the pilot of a Buddha. And if the pilot of a god, you stop. But the god does not know. Go ahead. This is a United States. You should try 3 times like that. And you have just fallen. The pilot also appeared. But in this pilot has any color in it. Is a fake navigator created by the god, absolutely not paying attention. One time the drone states disappeared. Whenever I see the bright pilot, the Buddha will create it. Apart from the circle, you cannot see the shadow of the god in your lineage and you are free. The way to Buddha is less merit and merit is much, the virtue is also more. When you stop breathing, you will go to sleep for 1,000 years. You have less merit, more evil. Then within 8 hours will wake up. When waking up, plus the god stands next, plus the clan stands around. The spirit grasps you hard. 1. Not allowing you to return to the Buddha's world. 2. Stay on this earth and enjoy the good deeds of virtue, young, or pay for cause and effect on this earth. At this moment, suddenly you shout 1. Let go. Immediately the god, let go of your warm body. You are dropped. The pilot immediately appears. You must also try 3 times as mentioned above.